So this is the Chaos Draft Pro Tour. Right now I'm drafting with a bunch of the best players I know who enjoy Chaos Draft, which is super exciting. So this is it. This is the draft. So it looks like we have an Exalted Angel here to start things off, probably. That is going to be a good one. Otherwise, okay, what else is going on in this pack? Gluttonous Zombie is playable. Slice and Dice is potentially very strong. But I mean, a Bomb Flyer. This is 3 mana 2/2, and then next turn 4/5 flying with old lifelink. We get to start things off with a really nice card here in that Exalted Angel, passing just the Slice and Dice, which is going to be a good one to keep in mind. But man, this is just I can't believe it's finally happening. I've joked about a Chaos Draft Pro Tour for a long time, but this is just amazing that it's finally happening. Oh man, getting past a World Breaker, huh? So 7 mana 5/7 Reach, which is already not too bad, but then you exile an artifact, enchantment, or land, so it's a lot like an Acidic Slime. Let's see, there's Devour and Flames, which is pretty strong, I think. Allied Reinforcements, which isn't too bad. I don't think I'm taking any of the cards from the second or third rows. I think it's one of the first few cards. Worldbreaker is pretty strong. I'm not sure how many relevant artifacts and enchantments there will be. And I kind of just want to take Devour and Flames. Like, yes, it does set you back tempo-wise, but I think removal is going to be super important. I think Devour and Flames is good enough here. Probably better than the Worldbreaker and the reinforcements, though. Could be wrong. We'll see. Okay. Alright, so this is a pretty lackluster pack. I mean, there's Arcblade, which is probably going to be the pick after I pick up the Devour and Flames. And then Augur of Skulls is maybe the next best card, and like Luma Threadfield and Mist Meadow Skulk are fine. But once again, I don't like the middle row very much. I think Llanowar Empath is okay. Have a multi-Twitch tab with all the drafts. That's super exciting, yeah. I can't wait to go back and watch what everyone else is doing. Okay, Arcblade. I think this is good enough, right? Yes, it's very slow, but I just think it's pretty powerful, and we already have a good red card, so yeah, let's go for it. Oh man, a Masters pack? Uh-oh. 3 blue draw spells. There's nothing for red in this pack. There's Everflowing Chalice, which isn't horrible. But I think I should take a blue draw spell over the Chalice. I don't think ramp is going to be that important for me. And I think just finding the best colors will be, so. Basically, Thirst for Knowledge and Sift, you have pretty similar effects there. It's just 1 more mana for the Sift and sorcery speed, and you can't discard artifacts. Rush of Knowledge, potentially really strong, but you can also get blown out. Maybe I should just take it. If I can go turn 3 Exalted Angel, turn 4 Unmorph, turn 5 Rush of Knowledge, draw 6 cards, that's probably a game I'm winning. Too far away from Death Reap for sure, so it's like Chalice as a safe pick or one of the blue draw spells. I don't think it's Thirst for Knowledge, I think it's one of these. I guess I'm going to go with Rush of Knowledge. I could see this being wrong though, for sure. But it seems like it has the highest ceiling, and yeah, we'll take it. Okay. So yeah, not seeing much red anymore. We have Phantom Tiger and Rakdos Drake as some medium 3-drops. We have Duskdale Worm as a nice card to put in a deck with Rush of Knowledge. Though, I mean, you're probably already winning if you have a 7/7 in play. I don't think I'm ever taking Hammerhand out of this pack. I don't think I'm ever taking Pentarch or Doomed Traveler. Those cards are fine. So basically I have to take a green or black card here, right? I mean, I could just take Phantom Tiger. I want to keep my curve low, even though Duskdale Worm is pretty nice. It fits in an aggressive strategy. It's probably a better card than the Rakdos Drake. Probably. That said, evasion is really, really strong. Yeah, I don't really know. This is pretty tough. I'm leaning Phantom Tiger, but this is not a very strong pack. Just feel like green pairs well with the Rush of Knowledge, even as I'm taking the cheaper card out of the pack here. Yeah, alright. Give it a try. Okay. Be happy to get any playable out of this Kamigawa pack. We have 3 mana 2/1 haste, which is almost playable. We have, let's see, Death Knell Kami, Shinen of Fear's Chill, and 6 mana 4/3. So we're taking one of the red cards, I guess. The question is, do we take 3 mana 2/1 haste, or do we take 6 mana 4/3 Bushido? If we take the 6-drop, then it's a little better for the Rush of Knowledge. Kind of think we should just take this thing, though, even though it's not very good. I think it's more castable, and there's value in that right now. Sure, I think I'll give it a shot. Wondering if I was supposed to take Sift over the Rush of Knowledge. Fuck Kamigawa. Yeah, I don't really disagree with you there. Blood Cloak or Clock could be good if you get the right stuff, maybe. Yeah, I could see that, I guess, if I'm playing something pretty aggressive. Okay, so I guess I'm just supposed to take some hasters. Oh, but there's a Trained Armadon in the pack. That's so much better than a Goblin Chariot, huh? And it's like actually a good card. Nothing else in this pack is any good. Yeah, I guess I'm green-red currently. Flight doesn't matter. Revive is probably not too exciting. Goblin Chariot, I don't really need another one. Yeah, I guess I'm just playing, or I'm trying to play red-green. Okay. So what do we have in this pack? Another nice Kamigawa pack, huh? So Vital Surge is obviously unplayable. Aki Blizzard Herder, I'm not really into. Same with the Baku. The white cards are the most playable in this pack. Let's see, what is this? Just a 3 mana 2/2, pretty much. I don't think I have any spirits or arcane spell. Oh wait, I do have one spirit. No, I have, wow, I actually have multiple spirits here. My red-green spirits. Okay, what does it say? You may put a key counter. Then if there are 2 or more counters on it, you may flip it. It flips into a 5/2, remove a counter, gain control of target creature. That's like not too bad. I already have 2 spirits, and it's pack 1. Like 5 mana 2/5 isn't super exciting. I think I'd like to try this. I don't realistically think it's going to happen, but I mean, with 2 spirits, who would I be to say no to that? Yeah, let's take the bandit here. All right, this is pretty interesting. I think this is really bad. Maybe Lay Waste is fine. Tap 2 untapped elves you control. I don't think I have any elves, right? But last time I was wrong about this. Yeah, okay. So I guess I'm taking Lay Waste. 6 mana 3/4 doesn't really do anything. Yeah, I mean, it's Leery Fog Beast is like a blocker, or Lay Waste, so I guess it's just Lay Waste for me. Oh, okay, so Spark Mage's Gambit is actually going to be a pretty strong card in this format. Preventing blocking is really nice, and the fact that pinging gets so much better. I mean, I have some X1s in my deck. Yeah, not really passing too much. This was a strong pack, though. I mean, the newer packs are just like completely different from the old ones. That's something you can really see, like in this draft. Okay, so now this is a chance for me to try to worm my way back into white. And I guess I can do that by taking Lumith Redfield. Don't like Augur Ilvec very much. The Lymph Sliver doesn't really do anything. But yeah, this is another morph, which means could maybe get my opponents to spend some premium removal on the field if they like saw the Exalted Angel, which is pretty interesting for me. So let's see here. Golem Skin Gauntlets. I think that's going to be really bad. Crushing Vines I think is a pretty good sideboard card, and so is Revoke Existence. I think the difference for me is that Crushing Vines does something that green really needs. Like, green really needs to be able to interact with flyers, and Revoke Existence, like, you know, it does something nice, but it's not as necessary in terms of like winning the game as like destroying a flyer is. So, okay, now we get a Hammer Hand. It's not too bad. It's the only red card I saw in the pack before, so this is a pretty good signal for us. We're definitely supposed to play red here. Okay, so we have two horrible cards. We'll take this one, I guess. All right. Oh my god, we have Teysa, Envoy of Ghosts. I don't even think I can put this card in my deck, but this card is like one of the most unbeatable cards. Like, I just played against it the other day and learned the hard way how oppressive it is. So I think I have to take it, and even though it's not very likely to make my deck, the good news is I'm not passing very much, and if it does make my deck, then my opponents are really, really in trouble. And the way that could happen is if I do go into red-white, and then I pick up some black mana fixing. Passing maybe Hazda Snare Squad as one of the best options here, but yeah, I mean, I can't, there's like, there's no way I can pass this card. So now, ooh, Pendril Flux is pretty good, but I don't think I'm ever going to be able to play that. What does this thing do? Electrite, 5 mana 3/3, deals damage equal to its power to each blocking creature. That's so weird. Wirecat is probably not bad, but I think we're more interested in one of the green cards. Do we want Blanchwood Treefolk, or do we want Acridian? I don't think we want Argothian Swine or Fecundity. I guess I should probably take 5 mana 4/5. I don't have very much top end for the green deck, or the green build of this. And I don't like that Acridian prevents me from curving into my 3-drops. That seems pretty bad. So I think just second pick 5 mana 4/5 vanilla is actually pretty solid here. Okay, looks like we have a 5-color rare in the pack, Corona, False God. But the only real playable is the Zealous Inquisitor. So maybe we are going to be able to play white here. Don't really know yet. Goblin Brigand is not something I'm going to be taking here. Unspeakable Symbol's pretty good. It costs more life than you might think, though. Like, it really adds up, 3 life per counter. Yeah, Break Asunder is not something I'm willing to take. So yeah, this this whole draft is just going to be like whether to play green or white to complement the red. So this time we'll be taking a white card. Kind of hoping to wheel the Brigand. If we end up playing the Mardu deck, then we have Exalted Angel plus Teysa, which is probably just insanely good. So that's, I guess, what we should be trying to do, but it's not very easy to do that. We don't really have the mana fixing. It's kind of weird to play like an aggressive deck that also wants to cast like a 7-drop. So we'll see what ends up happening. Let's see. So there's Flame Break. Oh, this is actually a pretty nice pack for Darksteel. This is not the strongest set. So there's a Whisper Silk Cloak. There's a Loxodon Mystic. Flame Break. Each creature without flying in each player. I think triple red is going to be too hard for me regardless. And if I end up the red-green deck, I probably don't even want to try to play it. Whisper Silk Cloak can make my deck no matter what, and it is pretty strong. It might just be the right pick here, but I want to take the Loxodon Mystic. Maybe that's bad. It is between those two, I think. I don't think I'm ever taking Emissary of Hope here, even though I don't hate it. It is a 5-mana tapper. I can try to play a controlling game plan, I think, with the Boros deck, but it's not the easiest to do. I think I should just take the Cloak, unfortunately, because that way, like, it's a card that makes my deck no matter what. It's very good in the red-green deck, and it's not bad in the like Mardu deck. Like, if I ever put that on Exalted Angel or on Teysa, it's probably just game-winning. So maybe it's just the right pick regardless. I don't really know. Okay. So yeah, I think I'm just supposed to take either Hordling Outburst or Mardu Warshrieker here. The Warshrieker, it adds the Mardu mana, which is like really interesting for the Teysa, but I don't think I'm ever like attacking with 8 lands and then playing the War Shrieker and then it fixes for Teysa. That said, it's probably still good in both decks. I might have to like try to take this apart and look at the curve here. How good is Hordling Outburst in either deck? I don't think it's actually... maybe it's still just better though. It's really good value. It's good with Lumithread Field. I really like being able to double spell. And I don't have like any 4-drops in either deck, right? That's sort of what I was trying to find out here. I guess I have flipping over Exalted Angel, but I do have a ton of 3s. Yeah, I think I'm actually supposed to take the War Shrieker. I don't know, maybe this is bad. I could see the Outburst being a better pick, but I'm gonna take it. Okay, I guess we're taking Loam Dweller now. There's also 100 Talon Strike and Frost Ogre. But we have no 2-drops, we just figured that out. And this is kind of, I mean, it's cute, but it's a spirit for the red-green spirits deck. Kami of False Hope is also a spirit. But we really, really need 2-drops, and there's nothing, I mean, 100 Talon Strike is okay, but it's not really what I'm looking for. So I guess, I don't know, we'll see which colors I end up playing here. Oh man, this is a tough one. We can take a Guildgate, we can take Lone Missionary, we can take Sky Knight, or we can take Mog Flunkies. We're never taking a green card out of this pack. I can't really splash Exalted Angel or Teysa. So I guess what I should do here is just take the Mog Flunkies and be really sad that I can't take the Missionary, the Sky Knight, or the Guildgate. Because this is a 2-drop in either deck. It's much better in the red-green one, of course. But I don't think, like, I'm going to be short on playables unless I figure out which colors I'm supposed to be in, so I think I have to take the Flunkies. Yeah, I guess we're taking Flunkies here. Okay. Whenever it becomes blocked, it gets +2/+0. Okay. Okay. So I guess I'm taking Sandstone Needle. And if I end up really desperate to try to curve out, then maybe it's even good. I don't really know. Like otherwise I'm taking Deepwood Wolverine, which I think is not good no matter what. So yeah, I guess we'll just take the Needle here. Okay, so now we get Weapon Surge, late blue and black cards, and pretty decent gold cards as well. Weapon Surge is pretty solid though, and the nice thing too is that it's red, which means it's going to make our deck no matter what. Yeah, it seems like a pretty clear-cut Weapon Surge to me. Okay, so now it's like an easy Wirecat for us, right? All the other cards, First Strike Trick, no. Also, this is colorless, so it makes my deck no matter what. Cannot attack or block if an enchantment is in play. So I don't put Hammer Hand on it, and we're good. I mean, I'm not sure how many enchantments we'll see. I think this thing just doesn't do anything right. Okay, let's take the Wirecat. Nice, okay. Now we get a Goblin Brigand. Yeah, I think we're supposed to be a pretty low-to-the-ground red aggressive deck here. Okay. So now it's an easy Drill Skimmer. Worm's Tooth doesn't do anything. Core Tapper doesn't do much. Crazed Goblin is a smaller Goblin Brigand, which is really funny. It's like it grows up into the Brigand, which, you know. Okay, let's just take the Skimmer here. Oh, wow. It's like a pretty reasonable pickup here. Not a Spirit, though. That would make the... Okay, well, Child of Thorns is bad, right? No, it's a Spirit. I'm probably supposed to play green, right? Maybe Child of Thorns. Is this... There's no way this is playable, right? Like, 100 Talon Strike is a, like, pretty good card that will make someone's deck. No, I can't take the Child of Thorns, even though it is a Spirit. And an onboard trick. I've never looked at a Child of Thorns for that long before. It was kind of funny. Okay, so now it's Overrun, Wild Mongrel, and Beast Attack. So this is just like the clearest, like, you need to be playing green pack ever. Overrun's triple green. Oh, that's so bad for my mana. But Beast Attack is too. Man, tough one, huh? So Beast Attack and Overrun are both triple green. Overrun has to be better at ending games. And then there's Wild Mongrel, which, I mean, frankly, it's not anything broken. It's just a really solid 2-drop. I think I just have to take Overrun here. But it's so bad for my mana. I mean, my mana is just really bad, right? Yeah, I think I have to take Overrun. Possible that like Beast Attack or something is just better, but this seems like a pretty easy way for my deck to steal games. Oh wow, we get an Ember Weaver. This is a very good card for this deck. Nacatl Savage isn't too bad. But I also have to choose, like I could take Gleam of Resistance, but how many green cards do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I just don't think the white deck is like as cohesive. Has a lot of bombs, but just hasn't been very open, and Gleam of Resistance isn't really a spell. I think I'm just trying to take this Ember Weaver and beat down. Yeah, okay. So Inquisition is going to be worse in Limited than it would be in other formats. I think I want the Wild Heart Invoker here. Once again, I don't have very many 4s. Guess I have a couple. But this one's like pretty solid. Goblin Tunneler. Actually, is the Tunneler good? I feel like Goblin Tunneler is always bad. I think I should just take the Invoker. Seems like a pretty solid, beefy card. The problem with the Goblin Tunneler is it just doesn't do anything on its own. It's like never worth a card. Not the same way like Whisper Silk Cloak is or something, and I already have that effect, so I'll just take that. Oh wow. Okay, so there's an Arachnus Spinner, 6 mana, 5/7 reach, which would be pretty good, but I think I kind of just have to take this Avacyn's Pilgrim. I would love to be able to curve 1 into 3 in this deck. Strength in Numbers, we already saw a copy of that going around. Battle Rattle Shaman's the other consideration, and it might just be better. In fact, I should probably just take that, right? So here's the question. Which one is going to lead me to win more games? It's probably the Battle Rattle. Really, really stinks, but passing 3 good green cards means there's a decent chance for me to wheel Strength in Numbers. The other thing is it doesn't produce red or green, which, you know, seems like it wouldn't be a big deal, but I have like a bunch of cards that are kind of difficult to cast in this deck. I also kind of want to play a 2-drop on turn 2, so it's not a huge downside if I can't play a 3-drop, maybe. I do think I should take the Battle Rattle here, as much as it pains me. I think it's correct. Alright. Wow, and then there's this pack. Okay, well now we get to take our Fintorn Elves. Okay, so this pack is insane. I mean, Fast Bond doesn't do anything, but there's a Banalish Trapper, which is very strong. Krosan Tusker, which is pretty good, but it's not very good for this kind of deck. I mean, this elf, this is just like easy rewarded for being picky on what color my mana dorks produce. Salt Flats is what I would take here if I were going the white route, but just take the elves here. Okay. We could take like Sky Shroud Forest if we wanted to switch the Rush of Knowledge, but I think that card's pretty bad. The Forest is. Provoke is maybe good. I don't really know. Otherwise, there's Goblin Patrol, which is pretty aggressive. It's probably good enough. Better than Provoke. I mean, it's definitely better than Goblin Warchief. Is it better than Provoke? I mean, the thing about Provoke is I would really want my creature to be able to survive, and most of my creatures just aren't that tough, right? No, I don't think so. So I'll take the 1-drop here, even though it has Echo and that can make things awkward. I think it's probably worth it. We could take Attune with Ether, which I don't really love. I don't think it does anything super special here. Salivating Gremlins is not very appealing. Fairgrounds Trumpeter, I don't think we're really good at producing counters. I guess Phantom Tiger does, but most of the other stuff doesn't. Yeah, no, the other stuff really doesn't. So I guess I'm taking Wild Wanderer, which is fine. And once again, maybe lets me splash like the Rush of Knowledge, which could be like reasonable in this deck. If I wheel one of the crappy green-blue lands, then that, you know, that could be kind of nice. Okay, so we get Tread Upon here, I think, which is pretty reasonable trick. Volcanic Rush, not really into that. Sandstorm Charger, let's see, Duress and Elusive Spellfist. Yeah, I think I'm just taking the Tread Upon pretty easily. I think this is good enough for me. Definitely makes cards like Goblin Brigand a lot better because the forced to attack thing like conceals having a trick. Oh, I'm passing a late Cephalid Scout, which is a card I do like a lot. I don't think I should hate draft the Cephalid Scout, even though I do like it a lot. Someone will probably be happy to wheel it, though. And I'll just take this dog. Okay, and so now we pick up a Filigree Fracture, which I think is pretty good. Nobody's interested in the Angel, which is definitely for the best. Vidalcan Outlander going pretty late. Probably a good sign because I think blue-white is an archetype to beat usually, but can't complain about a sideboard card here. So here we have like Grey Ogre, Swamp Walk card, which I don't really care about. Then 2 mana 0/3, which I guess is the most annoying against me. I don't really know. I don't think I'm too worried about a Path Razor. Like, I've already lost if the game's gone that long. So I guess, yeah, I'll just hate draft a 2 mana 0/3 defender. Okay, and we did wheel one of the strengths in numbers. We'll have to see whether it's better than Tread Upon or if we want both. I think I should take Rescind. I think it's fine. And Symbiotic Worm is going to be pretty hard to cast, I think. Carnophage, I guess, is kind of annoying. Putrid Imp doesn't really do anything, I don't think. And last pick, we get a Mountain here. So let's sort by color first. We are just playing straight up red-green here, so we don't have to worry about any of this stuff. Or this. Or the basics. Probably not playing the Needle either, but could be something that makes its way into the deck. So we have 31 on-color cards. I think I want to cut these sideboard cards. Like, this thing definitely looks like a sideboard card to me. This one I think is a little more main deckable. But try to move them over here. Lay Waste I think is quite poor, and I think Drill Skimmer is pretty bad too. So let's see. I think I need to cut like a Wild Wanderer. Don't really have any payoff for ramping or fixing my mana in this deck. We're getting pretty close to how the deck is going to end up, I think. Do have a slight non-bow with the Wirecat in the Hammerhand. But apart from that, I think the Wirecat is probably good enough. Maybe I'm supposed to cut like Mad Dog. So let's see, how many tricks do I have or ways of making things unblockable? Because I kind of think I need all of them. I also do have a little like spirit package going on. I don't think I got any more spirits, right? Like this, yeah, no, that's just a regular spider, I think. This is just a tree folk. Yeah. So the spirit package is like this thing just as a bear that can ramp you if you cast a spirit. And then we have Phantom Tiger, which is a spirit. We have, oh yeah, the Shinin of Fury's Fire. Possibly one of the most lackluster cards in the deck. Like, you have another mode on there, but 3 mana 2/1 haste is just a really poor rate. But one of the strongest things I can do is like flip the Cunning Bandit. I could just cut these. That's probably the most reasonable thing to do, because if I try to run the Cunning Bandit, I have to cast like 2 out of my 3 spirit cards. That just seems impossible. So I think we're gonna try 8 and 8. That looking very closely, like we have fewer green cards, but we have double and triple green, so I don't think we can go below 8 forests. And we also have almost the same number of red and green cards. I think this is fine. Looks like we're starting things off well with a mulligan. Okay, and yeah, this is just a snap mulligan, unfortunately. Ooh, this one is a little bit better, but not much, because I do have the elves and the Loam Dweller. Sure, this is fine. And by fine, I mean I can play a 2/2 and then probably not survive. But, I mean, this deck is gonna, well, I mean, that was something. This deck is gonna have a hard time with mulligans in general. Okay. So, we're going to attack. Winddrake. Pretty good card versus me. But now we have a really good turn. We get to go Warshrieker into Bloodfire Expert. So that's actually, like, great. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty hard to imagine losing from this point. I don't really know what's in his deck, but with these cards to back me up here, it feels like things are going well. Okay, a Teamer Banner and a Wingcrafter. All right. Yeah, I think I'm just going to be pretty happy here with an attack all. Didn't pair, makes sense. I don't know if he has anything for 1 mana, but yeah, I guess we're going to, I think, just attack all, probably play Strength in Numbers. Strength in Numbers on this dude. This is just a block there, yeah. Gains trample, right? Yep. Okay. Okay. Cannot play the Whisper Salt Cloak, but that was a pretty good. That was a pretty good start for a medium deck here. This is Maze Glider. Okay, so now we're hoping to. Oh wait, we have him dead on board, right, with the Prowess trigger. And we don't quite have him dead on board anyway, but yeah, I mean. Yikes. The nut draw. Oh, did he scoop? Oh no, he didn't let me use the Bloodfire. Okay. All right, well that was obviously absurd for a mulligan. Would definitely appreciate the nut draw in future games. So let's see. He's shown me 2 flyers and an artifact. Wait, no, he showed me Maze Glider too. So no, Crushing Vines is just actively good here. Question is, what is bad? Maybe Hammerhand is one of the worst cards. I think I am going to go with Hammerhand. That was quite the draw. I don't think we're going to be able to replicate that, but okay. So this is pretty bad, right, without a mountain. I do have 8 mountains in my deck. The Loam Dweller doesn't really do anything. If I draw the mountain, though, then it's like pretty good. I have a bunch of draw steps to get there. The Goblin Patrol gets a lot worse, but the Expert and the Arc Blade and the Battle Rattle eventually are still good. So I'm going to keep this, even though this is pretty bad. I'm just going to assume that on the draw with a play and a couple lands, like hopefully that'll be enough to get me there. Well, that's not really what I was hoping for, but we do have a couple more shots at it before it really punishes us if we miss. Okay, pro artifacts. Okay. Drawing a forest there casts nothing. Guess I'm just supposed to... I kind of want to use the strengthen numbers defensively. I think I'm just going to try to do that, because if I whiff on the mountain, then I want to be able to cast my spells, right? Yeah, did whiff on the mountain. 3-1, okay. Well, I guess I can try to eat the 3-1 then with the strengthen numbers. Of course, I look like a genius if I just draw a mountain with this hand, but as is, pretty rough. Okay, so we're just gonna trade. Kind of funny. Okay, no plays. Mountain, please? No. All right, well, 6 red cards in hand and no mountain. I don't think this is going to be a game win for us, folks. And cycles a break asunder. Now, it doesn't have too many hits versus my deck. I guess you can hit the wire cat, boarded out the hammer hand. Okay, so now we're doing it. So what do I do here, though? Do I play Battle Rattle and expose it? Do I suspend Arcblade? I kind of want to cast Arcblade, right? Like if I just draw a mountain here. Devour in Flames, I want to do next turn so I can return the mountain to my hand and then cast another red spell. So I guess I can play Battle Rattle. It's like not the end of the world if it gets countered. It is pretty darn bad for me though if it gets countered. Yeah, I imagine that's what's happening here. Sure. Nope. Maybe 3/5 flyer. Nice. So now Devour in Flames is looking pretty good. Okay. I guess suspending the Arcblade just works out way better for me there, huh? So now I'll play this, and I would like to trade if possible. I guess I could have Spark Mages gambited that. Let's see what's happening here. Oh, Arborback Stomper. I can't really beat that card, right? Okay. Yeah, maybe Spark Mage's Gambit was just... Well, actually, that was like one of the best things I could draw there, right? Possibly just the literal best draw, because now I have a double block that isn't like immediately game losing on that Arborback Stomper. Okay, well, I don't think this can be good for me, but I also think I kind of have to do this, so... Oh, Sylvan Library. Wow, this deck is pretty cool. So now I can... I think I'm supposed to Gambit this. And then just attack, yeah. Bloodfire Expert. Like, kind of in the driver's seat, but he has 1,000,000 life to pay for this Sylvan Library. Pays 4, pays 8. Okay, that can't be good for me. Please play an X2. Oh wow, that was horrible for me. That was exceedingly bad for me. Okay, well, I guess I'm firing off an Arcblade here. That Pyroclasm is so good against my deck. Oh, it's a 5/4? So I'm just almost dead. Yikes. I can't really do much against a 5/4, I don't think. Yeah, I can overrun for nothing. That's not going to cut it here. Yeah, so there have been some weird times. Like, maybe I just should have cast the Arcblade a long time ago. It's really hard to say. But it does feel like, I mean, I am just dead if I don't draw something very specific, right? Maybe I draw a 3-power creature, I can first strike it and survive. Okay, and that thing is almost a lethal threat too. Yeah, drawing a mountain, not going to cut it. Okay, so we go to game 3. All right, well, I'm really happy about my sideboarding. In fact, I wonder if I can bring in... I probably shouldn't bring in the Disenchant. Well, maybe I should. It hits the 5/4 and it hits the Sylvan Library. Maybe I take out the Wirecat? Could see that, I guess. If I take out the Wirecat, then that makes the play against the Sylvan Library much better. Just make sure I'm reading this correctly. Yeah, so it's just a 3-mana Disenchant, or Naturalize. I think this is fine. I could Lay Waste, like they are. It's not even that horrible. It's probably still pretty bad, though. Just because they're a 3+ color deck, and I want to like curve out 2/3 and then, you know, cast something impactful on 4, but this is probably still just good enough. Hope I'm not overboarding with the Naturalize, but it seemed like it made sense there against the Sylvan Library. Okay, I mean, can I mulligan this? I don't think so. It just sucks because I have to draw a forest for the Invoker. If I draw a mountain, I like lose. Maybe this is too bad for me to keep. Can I do better by mulliganing? Probably not much. I'm gonna keep it. Could be that I'm making a huge mistake here, but we're gonna find out. It's also just very difficult for this deck to beat. Oh well. Guess we play the Brigand. They do the same thing. For now, at least. If he's missing land drops or doesn't have a blocker here, okay, yeah, then we might get him. Whoops. So now drawing a combat trick would be ideal. If he just has like a 2/3 though, I'm basically dead. Okay, that's not a 2/3. Let's draw something I can cast, please. I mean, I can cast that. It's actually not even bad, but it's not great either. Getting punished by this mana base. So it's just a Pyroclasm. Yeah, okay, well I can't do anything about that. Now I think I'm losing by quite a bit. Okay, Palace Familiar, sure. Okay, let's just draw a forest. No. Right, well. Guess I should do this. I think I'm basically dead. Stole the first game, but I don't think I can beat 5 cards in hand without hitting. I mean, drawing the triple green card with only 1 forest was a pretty huge dagger, right? This is something large, I think. Yeah, that thing again. I mean, the Weapon Surge gets through it, but I don't even think I can attack. Okay, well, I can do that. That's actually pretty good, because now I can Weapon Surge and double block. And maybe I can even get a combat trick out of his hand. The Weapon Surge, of course, like... I mean, unless he has exactly Logic Knot, that's what could get me here. But even that's not too bad. I guess no. Logic Knot is okay. it's Logic Knot plus Combat Trick that I lose to. Right, time to find out whether or not Weapon Surge is any good. I think I have to go for this. And this is Maze Glider, probably. Oh, that's scary. Yikes. I don't know if I can beat 3/3 Double Strike. I guess maybe an Overrun could do it. I mean, what is Overrun here? It's not lethal, right? So this is 9 plus 10. So if he leaves back like any blockers, and if I don't draw the Forest, then I can't really win, right? I could just try to double block the Dragon Style Twins, but I think that's probably a game-losing play. Because we know he didn't have any combat tricks last turn, but I don't know if we... I think we have to take it. Okay, so if we draw the Forest here, that's game over, unless he has Logic Knot, which he easily could. Forest? Wow, okay, so this might be game over. We can pay... We can't pay for... So if he has Logic Knot, he actually exactly wins here, right, basically, because Logic Knot exiling 2 cards plus the banner, and I can only pay 2, not 3. Okay. Some kind of trick here, right? Sure. Okay. Okay, not dead, not dead, but neither is he. Oh no, I might just be dead now to this. Well, we'll see whether he attacks. This is... Oh, wait, no, any non-creature spell and I die. Yeah, wow, I'm dead. Wow, 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 wow. Really, really close game. So this is 13 damage right here. I have 0 cards in hand. Yeah. Yep. Just had to show me that he had it all, I guess, huh? All right, super, super close, but defensive combat trick for the win. Okay, so this hand is pretty reasonable. Curve is a little high. I've drawn some of my only 4-drops, and I think my actual only 5-drop. But I have both colors of mana. If I draw some cheap spells, this is going to be really good. Whoops. Okay. Okay, there's a Goblin Brigand. And that, of course, will work nicely with the Tread Upon. Yeah, this is a pretty good draw, because I have 2-drop that looks bad with combat tricks supporting it, 4th land with multiple 4-drops. I think I just Tread Upon here, assuming that he's going to block. Yeah, definitely not going to Devour in Flames. Yep. He has like an unsummon or something. So I guess now my play I could play Battle Rattle, try to get through some extra damage, and he'll probably just trade. Or I could play Wirecat. I think I kind of want a Wirecat here, and then Blanchwood next turn. Well, let's try that. Okay, it does just trade. Okay. Could easily be a counter spell or something here. Not really much I can do about it, I don't think. Yeah, I think I'm just still playing this Blanchwood. Yep, counter spell. Okay. That's not too bad for me. As long as he doesn't have an enchantment here. Oh, and he does. But, okay, so this is just gonna trade, right? Casts a spell. Okay. Yeah, so these are gonna trade. I could go... Yeah, I should probably just double spell here. I'm like probably winning after that. Now I play this. And then hopefully Battle Rattle plus Devour will be good enough here. Do I really want to devour that? I mean, no, but maybe I just Battle Rattle this one. Yeah, let's just do that. Is this more cards in hand? No, it's 7 or more, okay. Okay, so trades there, sure. I think that's okay with the Devour in Flames in the back. Like, I think we're doing all right here. It's kind of hard to say, though. Okay, well, giant hexproof flyer is pretty annoying. Okay, well, we'll start by just doing this. Okay. Okay, that one we will devour. I assume I'm supposed to devour that. Oh, especially if he goes for an attack here. Because now that's just almost game over. Yeah. All right. 3 lethal threats. Yeah, scoop territory. That's pretty good for us, though we did get a easy game 1 win last time and ended up losing the match, unfortunately. So he did show me a hexproof flyer, and he showed me a flyer without hexproof. He showed me the 2-mana 1/3. I don't think that's enough for the sideboard cards here. Well, no, he did show me the 3-mana 2/1 flyer, right? Yeah, actually, no, it probably is good enough. So we can bring in Crushing Vines, take out Hammer Hand again. Yeah. This deck is only as good as its draw, but if it gets a good draw, then it's a pretty good deck. Okay. This is interesting. Mono red, subpar 2-drop. Another 2-drop, and then, well, I guess we're not mono red anymore. Just hoping for no 2/3s here. That would be bad for me. Okay, that one is okay. Here. Yeah, I'm getting kind of wrecked currently. Just effectively mulliganed, I guess. All right. Okay. Baby held. Stream recovered. Did not have to restart the match or something. Notice how he only said all good after his first striker. Oh god. Well, can't really beat that. Okay, pretty easy wire cat now. Ooh, that's pretty bad for me. Yeah. I don't think we're winning this one, folks. We had a combat trick that would have been game winning. Okay, it looks like we're setting up to maybe be alright here. Guess we'll find out. Goblin Patrol. Vintorn Elves. Battle Rattle Shaman. So we can play, I guess we could attack with a 6/5. It doesn't seem very good though. Just like do this and then do nothing. So I don't have good blocks here, right? But the problem is I really don't have good blocks no matter what. Okay, he's out of scries. White splash, by the way. Oh god, yeah, now I'm just dead. Now he just blinks out the 4/5 and I lose. Okay, well, pretty easy block here. I'm surprised he let me do that. You can like repair creatures. You can also just remove blockers and stuff. I don't think we're winning this one. Though we don't like instantly die or anything, which is nice. Okay, cycle the Veiled Serpent and then not blinking anything. Next end step. So yeah, I was right. He can basically remove 2 blockers by doing that. I imagine, I'm kind of surprised he didn't want to do that. Because if he removes this and this, oh, well, I can't ever beat a 7-mana 5/7 without my Destroy Artifact card, which I did bring in, I think. Also, the flicker on that can keep making 1/1s and make it an untapped blocker, so it's actually pretty good. Yeah, drawing land, not nearly as good. I don't think I can beat the 5/7 without the 3 mana hidden artifact or a flyer. I think I have to take this too. I mean, there's no multi-block that's good for me. I don't want to chump. Oh. Yeah, there's a Whisper Silk Cloak. That's not even very good though. It's actually a pretty big non-bow with the Battle Rattle, because you can't target the like Battle Rattle creature and cloak it at the same time. It kind of sucks. So I guess I'm just scooping, huh? Probably pretty dead at this point. And he can actually, like not right now, but at some point he could have blinked this to repair it with the flyer and then draw some cards there. But pretty sure I wasn't winning that one. Okay, I don't think I can really change too much here. Fracture doesn't have very many hits, so I don't think I can bring it in. Okay, I think that I just have to run this back. Okay, so we get to play first in game 3, and if we don't mulligan, then I think we have a pretty good chance just based on that alone. But we do mulligan, so... Okay, this is like a green source away from being pretty good. I can technically make double green with Devour in Flames, but that's like so many turns down the road. Okay. Sure, Mountain. Forest, please? Or 2-drop, either way. Okay, I'll accept a forest for sure. One, 3, yep. Ooh. I think the Armadon is just better here, but could be wrong. This draws like a good 2-drop away from being really, really good. But his start is potentially pretty strong too. Okay. So that becomes a 4/4 defender, so I should definitely attack first. And now we can go like Invoker. That becomes a creature. And then maybe next turn we go Devour and Flames Mad Dog. Or maybe we just draw a combat trick. This deck is like only as good as its combat tricks, which is kind of funny because it seemed like they weren't that important and now they're like extremely important. Like if we draw a trick here, we're just kind of in business. Okay, well it's not a trick, but it isn't bad either. So we'll Devour and Flames this. Turn a Mountain. Punch for 7. Play a Mad Dog. We're pretty close to winning just through Whisper Silk Cloak here if we draw one more land, so that's pretty good. Like I don't know if you can beat Whisper Silk Cloak on curve like this. Okay, Runner's Bane. It's not too bad for me. Okay. Let's just draw a land here, please. One time land. Nice. Okay. So yeah, now I think we're winning. So question is, do I want to equip the Mad Dog or the 4/3? I think I have to equip the 4/3 here. It's just so much faster of a clock. Shroud doesn't make auras fall off, protection does, so. But if I can pump this thing's power, then that'll fall off. Hey, Crackshot, you're in the finals, huh? Pretty good stuff. I'm fighting here to get a match win. Oh, and Mad Dog dies. Yeah, I didn't think about that, but obviously it was going to happen with the 2/3 there. I don't think you can beat me down here. Not fast enough, anyway. Yeah, now I have 2-3 reach. Yeah, I would love to see what your deck looks like, but meantime, I'm going to be doing this. I think I need to shroud up my Ember Weaver. It's also a lethal threat here, and I just want to make sure I don't die somehow. I think this is it, though. I think that's GG's. Yep. All right, we got there. All right, this hand is great. It's like a red 4-drop away from being the nuts. Did not wish me good luck, notably. So Phantom ability on his side of the board as well. So I have Tread Upon and I have Devour in Flames, and I just have kind of a bunch of lands. Drawing the 2 lands was pretty horrible for me. Kind of think I'm supposed to kill the Death Toucher. It sucks, but I need some kind of pressure, and I can't really get through it otherwise. Also, it looks like he's missing lands, which maybe is something. I could attack with the Elves, but that seems pretty bad. I think I'm just doing this. Turn Forest, replay Forest. Just trying to beat down here. It's not going to be super easy, but like I'm probably just going to lose as soon as he draws a land. Okay. Well, I can turn my creature into a 4/5. Guess I attack with both, huh? Okay, that's kind of interesting. It's not good quite yet, but it could be good soon. So just make it very obvious here that I have a trick. Probably block the Elves here. Just no blocks, interesting. Gambit is pretty decent on the Phantom. I don't think I'm ahead right now, especially now that he had his land drop. Oh, but I do find some good targets for the Spark Mage's Gambit, huh? Not sure I can beat Lingering Souls, though, still. I guess... What do I do here? So I do have a reach creature. I think I just have to try to kill him, though. Turn my Fintorn Elves into a 2/2. Like, I have to play the Hammer Hand because it's multiple points of damage here. So... Come on. I think I'm supposed to... Maybe I just make one big thing? No, it feels like it is a bad idea against black-white. Okay, you can't block. Really trying to race here. Not sure it's going to work, but... Down to 10 life, 2-turn clock, like, in theory. So... So far I'm feeling really bad. Okay, Battle Screech, yikes. Can't really beat that. I mean, I could just kill him, maybe. Yeah, well, do I die next turn? If I get hit to 11 here? No, I guess I'm not dying. I might even... Wow. Is that a win? Let's see. No, it's not quite a win, but it's pretty darn close, right? Because if I go Overrun, I have 5 power and 6 power. Yeah, so that just like forces him to chump, and basically he dies. And with my trample trick, that's probably as good as game over. Obviously I can't play it this turn, but... Chumps with both, okay. Okay, I go to 1. Had a lot of games with this deck where I get the opponent very close to dead. I hope Tread Upon is going to be good enough, because if not, then I'm going to be in trouble. Okay. So I guess here I should go for... He has 4 mana up. This has to be some kind of trick or something, right? I think I should just attack with the Ember Weaver. Just see if he has anything here. I imagine this is just like a destroy target attacking creature. But I think this is my best play. Just a Divine Verdict or whatever. Maybe a Sandblast or something. We can beat like a Divine Arrow though. Okay. Well, we'll put this last. Okay. So if that prevents the next 4 damage, and it grows to 4 toughness, okay. I don't know if I could have beaten that one. I guess I probably could have if I just attacked with both. But right now I'm losing my guy and killing a 1/1, and getting half of an Embolden out of his hand. Okay. So I imagine we're going to see Flashback Lingering Souls, and then hopefully Flashback Embolden, and then that's going to be good enough. Well, it all depends. If he goes for an attack here. Okay, attacks like that. Okay. As long as he's leaving up the Embolden, I think I have a chance. So I guess I just lay up here. I play Wildheart Invoker, and then next turn I go for the Tread Upon. I can even, like, if I just draw a land, I can just activate the Wildheart Invoker. Would love to just draw like a Whisper Silk Cloak. Wait, how does this work again? Okay, it doesn't depend on the source. If this is like a mass pump, I just die, of course. I shouldn't be dying here. If I died, I think that means I punted. Okay. Sure. Oh. I think tapping out means we win. Pretty sure that means we just win here. Yeah, I don't think it matters how he blocks now. I think he is dead. Needed to hold up the Embolden. Because now we just... doesn't even matter like where we put stuff. Okay, it doesn't matter. I'll do this. Thank God it's not the one where you tap a white creature to flash it back, huh? Because that would be brutal for me. But it looks like we did it here in game 1 against Toffel. So white-black Lingering Souls, much better deck than mine. Spark Mage's Gambit was pretty big, but I don't think we have a sideboard. Okay, I think we're just running this back. This deck is like very much all or nothing. I really have to get the nut draw or I don't have a chance. Okay, this is another decent hand. Missing double green is kind of a dagger, but might be able to get there anyway. Okay. Yeah, if we draw the forest, then I think we're in great shape. Okay, there's the forest. So we can go Armadon, Invoker. Oh, and he's missing lands again. Okay. That is what we like to see. No Lingering Souls, please. Okay. That's fine. I think we're fine offering this trade. Just takes it. That's interesting. If we hit one more land, please one more land. That's really all we need for the rest of the game. If we draw the one land this next turn, then we can go Blanchwood, or we can go Trick plus Bloodfire Expert, which would be excellent. And then we could go Cloak plus the other Trick, or Blanchwood again. But I really, really need this land. This is an incredibly important land. No plays. Interesting. So I guess I should just attack with both. I have both tricks up if I want to use them, and I also have Phantom Tiger to play if nothing happens here. He hit runner lands. I missed my land this time. I think I'm fine with the trades. I don't want them to happen. Oh, this is very, very interesting. Okay, well, there's no way this is a chump, so we'll see what he's up to here in a second. Hopefully something that uses a lot of mana. It's like Embolden, Prevent. Yeah, okay. So it is Embolden. 1 damage and 3 damage. So I think we just kind of win the game now, right? With double trick. So let's start with Tread Upon here. Okay, that's fine, because now we strengthen numbers here. That was pretty good, all told. He's got to figure out how to prevent all the damage. Wait, how did this not die? I'm so confused. Shouldn't I have killed the 1/3 there? This was a 6/5. This was a 3/5 with 1 damage prevented. Okay, well, I'll have to go back and watch that one because I don't understand what just happened, which is kind of frustrating, but... Okay, now he has Emboldened Flashback up, so we're just going to run the 3/3 into that because I don't care too much about the 3/3. Okay. Sure. I really have no idea how that happened. Okay, well this is pretty good. This can't attack. if this attacks, it trades for Embolden. So I guess I'm just supposed to do this. Oh, maybe it was just better to cloak here. Yeah, I think that was just better. Oh, Linvala, interesting. Okay, well, I guess I just want to kill him then. And he still has the Embolden up too. I think I just need to cloak on the 4/3 here. Can basically gain 4 life. But then next turn I set up GG. Oh, is he dead? Wait, he just scooped? Okay, well, I don't understand anything that happened that game. I don't understand how his creature lived, and I don't understand why he scooped there. All right, well, we'll see if we can spectate the finals right now. Be under constructed and tournament practice, maybe? We're probably not going to be able to find it, but on the off chance that we are. Nope. Open play. Nope. Any other freeform rooms? It's just tournament practice or open play. Yeah, no, so we're not going to be able to spectate the finals, unfortunately. But yeah, I guess we are going to call it there. All right, well, thank you all for watching this. Really excited that this event finally got to happen. Let's take one more look at the deck, give some card notes. All right, so yeah, this deck, I mean, it was nothing special, right? Didn't have Exalted Angel, it didn't have the unbeatable white-black card, but we got basically zero fixing the whole time, so I don't think there's anything we could have done about that. We did get Overrun, which is maybe as good as one of the bombs, and we just had pretty solid cards. We had, maybe our worst cards were 2-mana 2/2s that had to attack, but we had Strength in Numbers and Tread Upon. We also had the Weapon Surge, which we used defensively the one game. So all in all, I think this deck was actually pretty good. I think I drafted my seat reasonably well. I'm going to go back, of course, look it over, see what I could have done differently, the whole deal. But yeah, I mean, I think a 2-1 is pretty reasonable with this deck. Always nice to draft with some excellent players, and great to get revenge on Toffel after he beat me in a Pioneer Chaos draft. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Hope you have enjoyed this one, and I will see you again soon.